Hey everyone, time for more results. This time we had our first EU regionals as well as our first AO regionals for BCS. And then for the JP side, we also had a bunch of like WGP Indonesia, but also some premium tournaments in Japan, as well as I guess a smaller other tournament. I'm not sure if it's small. But yeah, pretty cool to see. We're going to go through all of them. Again, it's going to be quite the amount of decks. And if you have any of your results, especially for the Yogyakarta tournament, the one in Indonesia BCS, submit your results to Fuzzy if that's possible. That'll be great because Fuzzy makes all these nice pie charts. Anyway, let's go look at Austria. So first off, we have the standard tournament Austria. This pie chart looks very, very, how do you say, more normal, I guess, than the last few times. I felt like in the English format, everyone was playing more what they wanted to play, but here we see a huge Shiranui base, which is not that unexpected, to be honest, because Shiranui, easy deck to play, still very effective, right? You still have like Shoujo Doji out there that's also a very strong deck, but you need like brain power to play Shoujo Doji. While with Shiranui, you have the combos ready, you know how to turn things sideways multiple times, you dominate things once, you're good to go, right? So I'm actually not too surprised seeing so many Shiranui results. In fact, I'm more surprised that there were like less Shiranui results. But overall, I feel like, you know, even other Stride decks should do fine, even though Shoujo Doji is so good. Because I think a lot of people are realizing that if you're not good at min-maxing a Shoujo Doji list or deck, you might be better off playing like something else, right? Especially if you're playing like 7 rounds, then plus like top 32 or something like that. That's a lot of rounds where you have to perform very, very well with Shoujo Doji. If you're not good, then you're not the best at it, right? And then we've got a few other lists. What converted to top 8 was the Shoujo Doji 3 becomes 2, and then 2 Shiranuis, like 5 becomes 2. Like, again, I think it's still within calculations. And then finally, the winner was Michael Calvin with the Shoujo Doji. And then second was Mo with Genesis. So this one's actually not as surprising as you think it is, because Mo, like, kind of is like the OTT / Genesis guy, and since OTT is not in standard yet, well, guess what he's playing? It's probably this or Bastion. I think he played Bastion before, right? So he's like technically a Keta guy in standard, I think. But now that Genesis is out, hey, as long as it's half decent, I think he's on it. But he came second, so he made it to Worlds playing Genesis. And then third was Thomas S with the Shiranui, and fourth was April with the Fenelle. So this is actually pretty interesting because if you recall back in Duluth, all right, that was third place was the Fenelle list, and I mean, I think this and the Duluth list is pretty much the same. So let's kind of take a look quickly at this, because one, here's the Shoujo Doji. So the Shoujo Doji, if we can maybe zoom in a bit more, yeah, Shoujo Doji. Like I said before, there is not much differences in many of your Shoujo Doji lists. In fact, I think you'll see a lot of them be the same. 2 flex slots is literally this and this. Some play 2 of this, some play 2 of this, some split 1/1, some try and fit in other stuff by cutting in other stuff. So yeah, but this is pretty much the standard Shoujo Doji list. But why change what is effective, right? If it's good, it wins. Let's just play it. Second was Mo's Genesis list. So I don't think we've seen Genesis that much, which is understandable. So in terms of what has changed with Genesis, we have some new cards. We have Furos, right? This just came out recently as well, right? DBT 03. So wow, very, 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 very recent. I did recall maybe seeing like 1 or 2 JP Genesis lists when DBT's Z03 came out in Japan. But yeah, it's updated build, a lot more non-Genesis cards. I guess he's still running quite a few though, when you think about it. Because I think I swear I saw the last few builds have like really low Genesis cards, and I was going, wow, do you never have Genesis problems? Because your Minerva needs to discard a Genesis, right? To restand. So sometimes when you just don't have that, you know, when you get pushed, you feel bad. But no, Mo's playing a very, very, at least a very, how do you say it? Normal kind of build, right? A normal Genesis build with lots of Genesis. The cards that aren't Genesis can turn into Genesis cards, right? So the dragon here facilitates you in getting back your Genesis cards that you discard. And the discard is just drawn into other things. So I think it's actually pretty good. This could be like legit. If you are sick of playing Shoujo Doji, you know, you could just play this instead. What I maybe don't like is this. Is Martinoa really that good? I feel like I don't know. You could play blue OT, and I think you're getting like a crit OT on Vanguard restand is pretty nice. This one, I don't know. It's like what is drive checking? You're mostly, but you do call a bunch of stuff out, right? You do call a bunch of stuff out, so you can make multi attacks with drive check. Can you? Huh. I guess it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The next we have is the Shiranui. What is happening with Shiranui? Yeah, put in your forwards, put in your revolters. It's the same card. Put in the Shenris, and you're good to go. All right, yeah. So pretty much good stuff. Good stuff. And lastly, we have April with that Fenelle deck. We saw it on stream quite a few times. There was a stream for the EU, Austria, and I think Echo is going to try and stream. I don't know if he's putting the VODs on YouTube. I assume he is. So if you want to watch what happens there, you know, for Vanguard, then it's good. But this was definitely on stream, and we just saw this this deck clap a bunch of players because you make big numbers. They can't guard it. They're dead. Right? They're dead. And I think if you get... Did they get a red OT for one of them? I don't know. But if you hit red OT on your attacks with crit, they're dead too. So, pretty cool. This I double-checked this list, and it is the exact same list as well with the Dulleth one, I think. So, again, if you've cracked the code, you've cracked the list, why change what works, right? Maybe like the next event, there could be changes, but the events are so close, right? You might as well run with it. So, again, another Fenelle in the top 4, right? And then in Premium, we see, look at this, so much Shiranui. 3 Nubatama, 2 Grand Blue, but the Grand Blues are split. They're actually split. And then some Dimension Police, Angel Feather, Narukami. And then the first place was Hal with the Night Rose, right? Second was Liam with the Shiranui. Third was Daniel with the Dimension Police. And fourth was Stefan with the Angel Gize. Angel Gize. I actually like Angel Gize, but we'll take a look at it soon. So first was Hal with the whatchamacallit, the Grand Blue deck. I think he mentioned already that this was pretty much Solemn's deck that he used for a while. It's like, why change what works? I do think there should be some changes, but I do like Night Rose. I think like things like Ghosty Control and all that. Nah, it's Night Rose. It's Night Rose time, and soon to be probably Crest Night Rose, right? So very cool, very cool. And then we have the Nubatama as well. Nubatama 2 Mizukazes, okay. And then I think when we saw this on stream, he missed the crest, which was very sad. But it is what it is, right? When you play like a crest deck, that's just the risk you have to run. So I guess the 2 Mizukazes kind of at least help you in those situations. And even when you do get a crest, the Mizukaze will help you as well, right? Third was the Dimension Police. So this Dimension Police is kind of similar to Will's one. And I mean, we see the Valtrosa tech. This is pretty much what we see all the Dimension Police decks running now, which I think is good because it just allows you to at least have an early game, which you sometimes just don't have, right? When you play Dimension Police, what are you doing half the time without Valtrosa? You're like, ride, swing, ride, swing, ride, swing. I hope I'm not dead, right? So having the Valtrosa is pretty good. Puts back 3s as well, which is underrated, right? Because then you can break more cards. We still have some of the similar techs as well. We have the monster here, the Raverous. But we also, I guess what's missing here is one of the Laurels. So this is like PR Laurel. You probably can't see it. It's super slow. This is a on-hit restand Laurel, right? We're missing... Normally people at least run one of the, rest 4 plus double power plus 1 crit Laurel, but that one's not here. Right? Not here. Also, low amounts of Dizor. Like, this lineup, this grade 3 lineup seems like hyper teched out when you think about it. 1 Dizoris, 1 Die Arm. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. The Stride decks are all the same still. And then the 4th place list was the Angel Gize deck. I actually, this deck is pretty obnoxious now when you think about it. So you run your old like Hamiel or Rescue engine. Literally it's Rescue, right? So it's V Rescue, yeah. So I guess it's the black engine because everything's a black, right? But yeah, anyway, so you run your old like V engine that lets you do a lot of damage checks. You don't get power because of the Neon Gizu, so people probably rush you because you know, the game plan against Gize. But then now you have your new techs. So again, we have the Reverend's Rush Dragon. So every single Keta deck, you can just stack heals on top of your deck and just kind of stall out the game. Which with Gize is very, very good, because you also confirm a trigger to get into your ultimate stride. But also, I guess the new tech that's kind of annoying is this new grade 1. So this new PR lets you, it's the one that everyone is getting, right? Where you can discard it as a heal guardian. But I think the unexpected thing that you can do is the second effect, where you should be able to, you can pump your Gize up from like 30k to like 35, right? And that can make really annoying numbers. If you have like multiples of these and multiple counterblasts, can't you like just make your Gize really fat, like 40k? How it's like a lot of decks already have some issues hitting over 30k effectively, but if you bump it up to 35 or 40 or even more if you can, isn't that really, really hard? Right? Isn't that really hard to like deal with? So I think this is pretty cool. You know, lots of heal options now for Gize. Lots of random extra techs that you probably might not expect. Lots of heal downs, and then you just hope you don't play against the Mega Calling deck and auto lose, right? That's just how it is. Right? That's just how it is. So pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Next we have is Vietnam, which should be our first AO regionals, and we have like 5 Shoujo Dojis, 2 Leonons, and then one of many things, many other things. Look at that big pie chart. And then in top 8, I guess, you know, 2 Shoujo Dojis make it, but then all the Leonons died. So it is what it is. And then the top 4 was Peng Kun, first of Shoujo Doji. So the Shoujo Dojis are eating good this week, right? Team Shoujo is eating good. Second was Thomas Nguyen with Luwad. Luwad. Third was Ernest with Shunui. And the fourth was Derek with the Michu. So 2 stride decks getting invites to, well, actually no, only one of them making an invite to Worlds. So this was technically a small regionals, right? A small regional. So only top 2 gets unsponsored invites to Worlds. And so let's kind of take a look at the list. So first in was the Shoujo Doji. I think this list is pretty much the exact same as the one in Austria, right? Oh no, it's not. They've cut 1 unprecedented for 1 extra Kagechika. So that's the main difference, I think, because they still have 1 of the Falhat, right? And then second place was the Luad. So I think this Luad is pretty similar to a lot of the Luads we've been seeing in Japan. You run 3 of the undercover cards. I guess like 1 less. But it is CB heavy, right? 3 and 4. What's the difference? Running 1 copy of like the hostage card, 1 set order, 1 hostage set order. And that's cool. That's cool. And then, you know, a maple, and then 2 painkillers. So overall, it's pretty much the Luad lists that a lot of players have kind of defaulted to. Add in some of the undercover cards. The hostage, don't go full hostage, right? Just have like 1 hostage as an extra, and it can kind of just extend your plays until you scale really high with Luad and just kill them, right? So pretty good. And then third was the Shunui. So again, it's the 4 Revoltus combo with the Shenris and also a couple of the dragons too. So that's it. And then fourth was Derek with the Michu deck. So this is actually, I'm pretty sure Derek is going to make his own deck profile or whatever it is with Michu. Definitely one of the few decks that has the complete package of, you know, multi-attack, having drive checks. I mean, it technically has retired, but you're probably just pumping a bunch of power and just pushing real hard with all these extra drive checks. Trying to end the game as soon as possible, right? So, I'm sure Derek will make another video for this, but it definitely Michu. It's like a sleeper in the current format. And then in premium for Vietnam, we only have a top 8, but we have 2 Nimitamas, 2 Narukamis. Wow, 2 Narukamis, and only like 1 Neo Mega Angel and Nova. So is that another Angel Gize, right? Double Angel Gize tops. So next, here is the top 4. The winner was Daniel with the Gridora Mega Colony. Second was Derek, so he made it to Worlds with the Neo Nectar Katrina. Third was Robo Friendly. Another name, right? Another name that I swear we've seen like in BRO and all that. BCS. Third was the Nova Grappler. And then fourth was Joshua Lee. Yeah, these I swear I know all these names. It's crazy. Joshua Lee with the Nubatama, right? First was the Daniel's premium Mega Colony list, right? Like, it's crazy, you know? Like, America's been playing a lot of Ghidorah. AO, right? I think this is the first Ghidorah win, right? We've had Ghidorah tops, but first Ghidorah win of the season, right? Of the season, okay? But yeah, a pretty teched out Ghidorah build, which is, I guess, what you play nowadays. Somebody goes to that BCS. Oh my, Messiah, dude. Yo. Yeah, but pretty teched out build, which is what you'd expect with Ghidorah now, just because you can search any grade 3s, you can control your opponent many different ways, right? Second was Derek with a pretty standard Katrina deck, right? Why change what works? It's a good deck, it's a strong deck. Just play Katrina. Dude, everyone's flexing their BCS Messiahs, man. Yeah, but everyone just, like, why change what works? Of course, if you face Ghidorah in the finals, it's a pretty bad uphill battle. But it is what it is, right? As long as you get second and get the invite. So I'm pretty sure Derek will probably make another video. That's true. I'll leave it to him. Third was Nova Grappler, so Victor deck. Like, this Victor is actually... It reminds me of what Steven was playing it for Welt as well. Victor goes crazy, right? You know, Sazandas. I was playing this the other day. Well, like a couple of other days ago, and the amount of power you can get on some of your cards is just like insane. And just watching them stand and all that, it's like, woo. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool Victor list. I think we did a deck profile as well with Steven for Victor. This definitely has like new cards as well, because it's got the new PR as well, the new defense PR. So definitely, there will definitely be some differences. But if you want to get the gist of it, yeah, we do have a deck profile for this. And then fourth we have is Joshua Lee's Shiranui deck. So again, 2 of the Mizukabes as well, but only 3? Is this... I know, I think he lost one of these cards, right? I remember reading a post saying he lost one of his saves. Isn't this card, like, really expensive? That is not a card you want to lose. Let's be real. Let's be real. So, if you want to... Well, there was another European Numatabalist. That one definitely was running 4. So Joshua, like, unlucky, man, unlucky. So all right, cool. And then next we have is BCS Yogyakarta in Indonesia. So this was a small BCS. Unfortunately, I don't think we have all the results for it. But first place was Fadar, Zafran. Second was Faisal Maharam, and then third was Kelvin Williams. So this was on the same weekend as WGP Deluxe Indonesia. So apparently the turnout for this was a lot. I was told like there was rumored 200 players. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this. There should be. If you were there, let us know. Right? Let us know. I only have 2 of the lists from Yogyakarta. First was Feathers Shoujo Dojo list. So yeah, this list, bam, 1-1. It's pretty much the same as a lot of the other Shoujo Dojo lists, right? So not much changes there. Second was it Faisal's list, right? Faisal? Yeah. There we go. Which one's Faisal? There it is. Yep. He was playing Alden, right? Alden. Second place of Alden. Third was actually Shoujo Doji, I think, and was 4th Ava. Yeah, Alden actually getting a top, and this makes it to Worlds. Second place makes it to Worlds. So congratulations. What's a bling? He blinged the right card. Yeah, congrats to everyone there. So third was Doji, and then fourth was Ava. Yeah, so pretty good, pretty good. Then on to JP. So this was the WGP Indonesia one. We had this is in JP format, right? 2 Leonorns, and then one of literally everything else. And then we had a Chris Rain. Wow, Chris Rain. And then the first place was Daniel Justin with Raziel. First place Raziel. Second was Henry with the Ava. Ava? Yo. Third was Steven with the Leonor. Liel. They both start with L's. Okay. And then fourth was Calvin Galini with the Night Rose deck. So these all made it to, I think, top 8. Is it top 8 makes it to WGP, grand finals for Indonesia. So that's happening like next week. So it should be pretty cool to see. First place was just good old Raziel list, right? Good old Raziel list running the normal ride line. One Sages, but going the Cadwala Valtrosa as well. Yeah, so this is the new tech, keeping up to date, right? But only grade 1 Maple. Okay. Second was the Ava deck. So I don't think there's any changes to Ava, right? I heard it's getting a new order. It's getting a new set order. So until then, I don't think there'll be many changes. Third was the Liel, right? Liel. I guess it's pretty standard. You got 4 averages. That's correct, right? Orleans opted to run Orleans. So okay. And then fourth was the Night Rooster. I mean, this is Galini, so he's just I think he's a Grand Blue main. Let's put it real. And now he can play Grand Blue in standards. So that's what he's definitely doing. But he did well because he made it to the grand final. So this is just your good old hostage Grand Blue. And I guess he's not running the anti-hostage yet, but you don't need it anymore, right? Because everyone's just on Razel and just running a train. So yeah, that's pretty much that's all the list for Indonesia. And then onto so Japan had some interesting results as well. There was this Nakano City tournament. This is to celebrate. I think is this their government building? The key thing though, it looked like a decent event. There was like voice actors there. The key thing there was that it was a single fight. So it was not teams. It was actually singles. So let's take a look at some of the top 4 decks for that. This is in Korokoro format, by the way. But first place is actually Shiranui. So Shiranui, just taking it home because it's still so good, right? Starting, not even replacing its multi-attackers with like Esmeraldas and things like that. No, just 5 is enough. Right? 5 is enough. But they have the new order. Wow, they have the new order. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But yeah, just running 4 Duraltis combo with just the Shenri and then some defensing, all that. Yep. Second place was Vaga Rasetsu, right? So this guy went full bling. Yeah, full bling with the 4x DSR. And this one's running the Old Cycler too. Right, Old Cycler. Is it like 6 Cycler build? Yeah, 6 Cycler build. We got Impel Horn. And Benaya as well. So going back to Benaya. So still running all the cool like replacement tech with some 3 Shures. Only 3 Shures. Alright. Third was the Alcalibria. So Alcalibria, wow, actually another one. Alright, taking home. The new support as well, doing good. Alright, new grade 2. As well as the other new grade 2. So pretty nice. And then fourth was another Night Rose. Right, another Night Rose, or another hostage Night Rose. Just, if you're seeing a Night Rose deck, it's very likely just your hostage build is some ghost chasers. This one's running 1 Philander. Right, 1 Philander. So alright, cool. And then lastly, I had premium in Japan. This is the last premium tournament. This is in Osaka, right? A lot of there was diversity cut for this, of course. There was diversity cut. But yeah, JP Premium. What is going on in JP Premium, right? Here's all the deck codes, right? JP deck log. If you want to take a look at these, a lot of Katrina, 3 Katrinas. But I guess with diversity, it's like hard to say, right? Because if you're not in undefeated area, like it's like 4 Katrinas. You're gonna be like featured quite a lot. So I'm guessing the undefeated was these top 4, and then we started seeing multiple mega colonies because it didn't. Diversity cut doesn't work. I'm gonna put diversity cut doesn't work, especially in formats where there's like 24 clans. So yeah, let's kind of take a look at what Japan cooked up. Firstly, we have the winner, which is Fenrir Control, and I mean, I think we all know about Fenrir. I'm surprised he actually played Fenrir Control in Japan, where they have the most stringent of stringent time rule. Definitely, and when everyone like doesn't know their cards, everyone's trying to figure out what they do, right? So I'm really surprised he took this, but he won it. He won it all. I guess he added in some extra text, so maybe a extra copy of Kumin to be able to like mill out opponents, just because your opponent might not know what he's doing. I like some of these other texts as well. So is it Brezin? So this I think is pretty cool because you can bottom deck everything of the same name from your opponent's field and drop zone. So I guess if you target a plant token, they just all die, right? And then you've just shut down every single attack. So I guess it might be pretty legit, or even against like things. Just other decks in general where they put down a bunch of stuff. You can spend the extra CB to just totally demolish your opponent's game plan, right? So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's no grade 2 ride fixes, so that feels like it's a bit risky. That feels like it could be a bit risky, right? Second place was a Harry deck. So I mean, you have Crest Harry now, right? He's definitely running Crest. Yeah, Crest Harry. So I don't think there's much to be said here. Crest Harry, it's a cell deck with Crest scaling, right? And then it's got Pale Moon shenanigans and tools. I think that's a recipe for success. So I think it's a pretty legit list. And then third was a Chaos deck. So Chaos though, right? This guy is... I swear I've seen everyone run one copy of Bikun. Or maybe I'm just tripping. So the Pale Moon guy didn't, but first Fenrir controlled it, but third place Chaos Bikun, and then one random copy of Glendios. Glendios? I guess you surprise your opponent and you're sup, I win. But yeah, no, he's a lot of one-offs. I feel like this could be the... I have a Chaos deck, and I'm just going to try and find different cards that I have that I can find, scrounge up, and, you know, there's my deck, right? And then fourth was a Mega Colony. So Dark Face, is this just... Okay, I was going... There's a lot of V cards, so there's still 3 of the old one. No Gridora, so very different to the one that we saw in Vietnam, alright? And, but, I mean... It's Japan. I think their format is less developed. We have a Magnolia as well, so I don't even know if this is a Mega Colony list. Do you just ride this and then you ride into Magnolia? Like, what does it do? Like do you call the Magnolia? Like, there's no Regon effect. I guess you can get an extra attack from the back row, but. I guess you can Persona Ride. Okay, you can Persona Ride with Mega Colony and then minus their power. So, a very brute force way of playing Mega Colony. But that's all the lists. That's all the lists today. So, thank you everyone for watching. And, you know, if you have any comments below, let me know. Put in the comments there. Talk about some crazy lists. Talk about what you'd like to see. Everything is in deck log. You have the deck codes all there. They'll be on VG Paradox very soon as well. So yeah, if you have results, submit them to him, and Fuzzy will post them on. So thanks everyone. See you all next time. All right, bye.